What's up, gamers? Welcome back to Jay's Gameverse. Today, I'm diving into Freedom Wars Remastered Edition, the revamped version of a PlayStation Vita cult classic. With its upgraded visuals and quality of life improvements, this game brings a fresh take on the dystopian action-packed world. After spending 5 hours exploring its unique mechanics and compelling world, I can confidently say that playing it on my Steam Deck feels right at home. It's like the handheld experience this game was always meant for. Let's find out if this remaster lives up to the original and how it stands in 2025. Freedom Wars Remastered Edition wastes no time pulling you into its bleak yet fascinating world. Set in a dystopian future, you awaken as a sinner, a prisoner sentenced to 1,000,000 years for the crime of simply existing. What's your goal? Reduce that absurd sentence by taking on missions for the oppressive Panopticon, fighting massive abductors, and saving kidnapped citizens. This preference alone is captivating and remains just as compelling as it was when the original one came out. Right away, the remastered visuals and improved controls stood out to me. The environments are sharper, the lighting adds depth to every scene, and playing it on my Steam Deck feels like returning it to its roots. Originally released on the PS Vita, Freedom Wars was designed for handheld gaming, and the Steam Deck's portability and economic controls make it the perfect fit for this upgraded version. The tutorial is streamlined compared to the original, easing both newcomers and veterans into the game's mechanics. Within the first hour, I was grappling up massive enemies with my thorn and switching between melee and ranged combat seamlessly. The Steam Deck's versatility makes it feel like the game was designed with this device in mind. It's a match made in handheld heaven. The core gameplay of Freedom Wars revolves around dynamic high-octane battles against massive enemies called abductors. You use a combination of ranged and melee weapons along with your thorn, a grappling hook-like tool that lets you climb enemies, zip across the battlefield, and perform devastating attacks. Starting with a rifle and a sword was the perfect balance for me, allowing me both range precision and up-close devastation. The combat feels just as exhilarating as it did on the Vita, but the Steam Deck elevates it. The larger screen and more responsive controls make every movement feel smoother, and the gameplay translates beautifully to the modern handheld. Whether I was in the middle of a chaotic battle or upgrading my gear, the Steam Deck's performance made the experience seamless. Crafting and upgrading gear remains central to the experience. I spent time gathering resources during missions to craft better weapons and improve my stats, and the process felt smoother with the remastered menu system. On the Steam Deck, I could jump into a few missions and knock out crafting goals during short play sessions, which perfectly complements the game's mission-based structure. That said, the AI companions, while improved, can still be hit or miss. They'll occasionally get stuck or fail to prioritize crucial objectives, which can be frustrating during intense missions. Let me know, how do you feel about the AI companions in games like this? Essential or just a necessary nuisance? The remaster's visual overhaul is one of its strongest points. The once muted environments of the original are now vibrant and detailed, bringing the Panopticon and its dystopian world to life. The massive abductors look more menacing than ever, with enhanced textures and more animations that make every encounter feel cinematic. Playing this game on the Steam Deck adds an extra layer of nostalgia for those who experienced it on the Vita. The handheld design feels like the natural evolution of Freedom Wars' portable origins, and the improved graphics really shine on the deck's screen. It's as if the remaster was tailor-made for this device. The sound design also received a notable upgrade. The weapons effects are punchy, the voice acting is more impactful, and the soundtrack's mix of orchestral and techno beats amplifies the intensity of every battle. Wearing headphones while playing on the Steam Deck adds an even deeper layer of immersion, especially during the larger battles. One of the biggest draws of Freedom Wars Remastered Edition is its replayability. Between crafting, upgrading, and completing side missions, there's a ton to do. The online co-op mode, which was a highlight of the original, feels even more engaging with the remastered improvements. Playing with friends to take down massive abductors is where the game truly shines. On the Steam Deck, the ability to hop into quick missions during downtime makes the game's structure even more appealing. Whether you're tackling co-op missions or grinding for materials, the portability of the deck makes it easier to chip away at your sentence, even if you only have a little bit of time to play. However, the grind-heavy progression might be a dancer to some players. Reducing your sentence and unlocking new features requires significant time investment. But the game respects your time by offering meaningful rewards for even short play sessions. It's a perfect balance for gamers who, like me, juggle responsibilities but still want a fulfilling gaming experience. The story of Freedom Wars remains one of its most unique aspects. The dystopian setting, where every action is monitored and freedom is a distant dream, creates a compelling backdrop for the gameplay. The remaster expands on this with more lore entries and refined cutscenes that add depth to the world. The NPCs and their individual struggles feel more fleshed out, making your role in the Panopticon's hierarchy even more engaging. The new visual and audio enhancements make these moments more impactful, pulling you deeper into the world's oppressive atmosphere. Playing on the Steam Deck allowed me to focus on these details in a more intimate way. The handheld experience made the story feel personal, like I was truly navigating the oppressive world of the Panopticon on my own terms. If you're someone who loves rich lore and world building, Freedom Wars Remastered Edition delivers in spades. After 5 hours with Freedom Wars Remastered Edition, I'm impressed by how well the game's unique blend of dystopian storytelling, intense combat, and RPG mechanics holds up. The remastered visuals and gameplay improvements make it a must-play for fans of the original and newcomers alike. And playing it on the Steam Deck, it feels like the perfect home for this game, blending nostalgia with modern convenience. And now, for those participating in this week's giveaway, listen closely. A man does not put a leash on his son. Comment down below to see if you know where the quote is from and for your chance to enter to win. Keep track of the quotes throughout the week. Have you played Freedom Wars Remastered Edition yet? Or did you play the original back on the Vita? Let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you enjoyed this review, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more gaming content. Check out my merch store for some awesome gear and join our growing community on Discord. The invite link is down in the description below. Keep grinding, keep shining, and I'll see you on the next level.